Let me turn this down. All right. It's pre-game, baby. Let's send a couple links out. Hold on. What's going on, everybody? If you're just joining, what's going on, Tyler? I got North Carolina, Syracuse in the background. Sam Howell ain't looking too hot, man. Sam Howell is not looking too hot. Just threw a pick, as a matter of fact. Let me send a couple links out, man. We'll get this started. It is almost time. Okay, got my sound working. All right, let's do it, baby. Frank, good morning, my brother. What should be afternoon for you guys? Depending on where you at. But yes, it is nice, bright, and early for me. Jeff Sims is rumored to be getting the start today, as a matter of fact, guys. I feel sorry for Mr. Jeff Sims. See, the problem with Syracuse, man, is they can't score. Defense has actually been playing pretty solid this entire game. DeVito is not that guy, in case you didn't know. I know we didn't come here to talk Syracuse and North Carolina, but DeVito is not that guy. Oh, you're in Arizona. Okay, that's why. You guys are like only Arizona. You guys are only like, I think, like 4 hours behind me. So yeah. What was it like? Maybe almost noon there? 3, yeah, maybe 11. Something like that. I know Arizona is not that far behind Hawaii time. Oh, look like Syracuse might be going in. My bad, guys. I'm trying to get this stuff for my first ever pregame show. But I'm excited. You guys should be pumped. We're about to see some FSU football today. How can you not be pumped? How can you not be ready? Okay, there we go. They're trying to make DeVito a dual threat. I don't know what kind of quarterback DeVito is, honestly. I mean, he has decent enough wheels. But I feel like they don't trust him to make the throws when, like, in the red zone. You know what I mean? So I don't know. What do you guys think what we going to get from Jeff Sims today? This is the second year in a row FSU's going to play a true freshman quarterback on opening day. Last year we were embarrassed. I do not expect that this year. Look, see, DeVito is too indecisive. Come on, you got to make a play. Look, what is that? See, Syracuse can't score, so Syracuse isn't going to pull off the upset. Syracuse has left like 14, 21 points on the board already. But enough of that. Let's talk about, okay, we got that sent out. We good. No Jahmyr Gibbs is a big deal for them. But they have a solid running back stable anyway, Tyler, so I'm not too worried about I mean, I think Gibbs as a freshman is probably the most talented offensive player they got. But they got a solid running back stable. That's the one thing they have coming over from the triple option. Obviously, is the running backs. Frankly, I think I don't know, man. I'm excited, not too worried. After watching that Miami game, I do believe we could see a sloppy first quarter or two. Um, yeah, I figured DJ was opting out. That's not a surprise there. Um, but I think we may see, because I'm watching this and like North Carolina's offense is struggling. Miami's offense wasn't very good outside of King running the ball all over the place. And they had pretty good runners, but I'm not too sure. I said 32-13 was my score. I want to stick with it, but I wouldn't be surprised if we maybe scored 24-28. Not gonna lie. Feel like there's gonna be some bumps and bruises on the offensive side of the ball. Not a lot of crisp looking things. But with that said, here's the thing that gives me some optimism, right? Black ain't no rookie. Black's been in different systems, in different games. And I know Georgia Tech's strength is their secondary, but do they have anybody that can really match up with Terry? And imagine if we get something out of Warren Thompson, if he's what I think he is. That means you can't double Tamorrion Terry. So we got a chance. I'm not at all worried about losing this game. I don't see a way Georgia Tech can even score, to be honest with you. Unless Sims is going to get out the pocket and use his legs. Because I don't believe for 1 second Sims is going to beat us through the air. So I'm not worried about losing the game. I just want to see how effective and how crisp that offense looks. I expect the defense to be lights out. I'd be more worried if the defense gave up 21, 28 points. I'd be a little worried about that. And I don't expect to see that. But what's going on, man? If you're just joining the chat, hit that like button. You know what to do. We on the pregame show. We turned up in here. We're trying to turn up. I got the North Carolina game on in the background. They're not looking too hot, but Syracuse can't score touchdowns, so I don't expect Syracuse to pull off the upset. But yo, what are you guys' predictions for today? Are we excited? What's going on? I'm excited. I'm ready. I am ready for this game. I'm just ready for football in general. But I'm ready to watch some Florida State football. I think we're in the all garnet jerseys today. Looking clean. We'll be looking like Primetime said, look good, feel good, play good, baby. So we'll be in the all garnets. Tyler's going 35-14. Right. I'm on board with that, Tyler. I mean, you pretty much just one-upped my points. I said 32-13, so you pretty much think we'll add a field goal in there. I don't know if Georgia Tech can score 2 touchdowns, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't even know if they can score 2 touchdowns. Frank says defense is gonna be a beast. I expect it to. It should be. Defense should be a monster. Travis J might get him. Travis J might make a little plays on special teams or something like that. We got a chance to score some points. I'm just very interested to see just how the offense looks, man. North Carolina's looking very beatable, but you know what? This first game of the season, I'm trying not to judge too much on it. Because I feel like Frank says 54-13. So Frank's not giving Norvell any slack. He's saying you need to come out clicking on all cylinders from the jump. I don't know about that one, Frank, but I love the optimism, brother. What's up, Pope? Let's beat 38-10. I'm feeling that score, 38-10. Because I don't know if Georgia Tech can score more than a touchdown on us. So I'm feeling 38-10. Again, I'm not even worried about the defense. I'm more so worried about the offense and what we're gonna get out of that group. What are we gonna get out of our running backs? Yeah, we got some guys that I think we all think got talent, but right, uh, none of them have any college production. I mean, even Corbin has limited college production. So, what do we expect out of these running backs? How's that new revamped offensive line going to look? Where you pretty much have 4 new starters on the O-line. Like, how's that going to look? A lot of questions on offense, man. A lot of questions on that offensive side of the ball. Got North Carolina, Syracuse on in the background, so excuse me if I might turn around and look at the TV every now and then. Tyler goes, my cousin works at Chick-fil-A right next to the GT campus. Said their guys are pretty undersized. Yeah, that was their issue last year. Again, I said this in my review. If you haven't checked that, go check that video out. Did a review earlier, a preview earlier in the week. Frank just threw me off. Hold on. I did a preview earlier in the week, and I pretty much said that, man, these guys have been, especially on offense for Georgia Tech, these guys, and I think their defensive line as well, but these guys were recruited to play a certain way, especially on offense. On offense, a net triple option, you don't need big hulking offensive linemen because all you're doing is cutting at the knees anyway. So they are undersized. That's why I think that defensive line is going to have a field day today. So they're undersized. James Timmons, what's going on, man? 38-9. 38-9, I'm feeling it. We all confident in here. Frank's the one that's setting the bar on Mount Everest. And Frank said he's Puerto Rican. All right, Frank, that's what's up. I'm Black and Puerto Rican, so we got a little bit in common there. But yeah, man, if you just join and hit that like button, we are in here turned up, and North Carolina is driving, looking to score. See, like on this game, I can do a live stream because I don't care that much. I can't go live during games when Florida State plays. I'm too into the game. I'm too busy watching and looking at stuff. I can't be talking to y'all and then watching football. Can't do it. What do we expect out of Jeff Sims? Does anybody expect anything out of Jeff Sims today? Like, I like Jeff Sims, I'm not going to lie. I mean, he was all Florida State 100%. It's just that when Norvell took over, Norvell didn't see him as a guy that fit what he wanted to do. So they parted ways respectfully. I like Sims. I just think Sims is going to get dragged in the dirt today, unfortunately for him. In his first game in Doak Campbell. We all thought his first game in Doak Campbell, he'd be dressed in a different color, but his first game in Doak Campbell going to be on the enemy side of the field, and he going to get all the bullets firing at him today. I believe that. Rose, what's going on, homie? We feeling good, bro. I don't know about you, but we feeling good. Again, I'm sticking with my prediction of 32-13. Thinking 32-13. I think the defense is going to dominate. No questions. It's the offense that I'm a little worried about. I expect some hiccups early on. So, yeah. But we feeling good. How you feeling, Rose? What's your predictions? What you got? During the games, I'd be superstitious. Yeah, and then you got your superstitions too. I'm same way, Tyler. I wear my hoodies during the game, so that's my little superstition is I wear my hoodies. Defense will be too much for sure. I'm hungry, but we're playing good since I've been hungry, so I just won't eat. I won't eat. Sims about to get this beer. That's the funny thing about it. And I heard a good point. I forget where I heard this from. It might have been on War Chant on one of their podcasts. They were talking to a Georgia Tech guy, and the thought process is more or less this season is a toss up season anyways. Ultimately, Jeff Sims is still going to be a true technically he'll be a sophomore, but ultimately he'll still be a true freshman next year. So you can kind of just throw him out there and let him take his bumps and bruises in a year that you're really not playing for much. So I kind of agree with that, but at the same time, I think I don't. Do you want to? I don't know if you want to kill the kid off the rip. Do you want to shatter his confidence? I'm not saying that he's not confident, but man, I don't know. It's going to be a tough outing for Jeff Sims. But I kind of expect Georgia Tech to maybe also rotate some quarterbacks. Because if Sims is getting punished, you don't want to leave him out there and get destroyed. You rotate some other guys. What's been funny to me is I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but I have, and that's because I kind of have I got a little platform or whatever you want to call it. Georgia Tech fans have been coming out of the nowhere and talking trash. That's crazy to me. Georgia Tech fans talking trash. Worst team in the ACC by a long shot. And you coming out of nowhere thinking y'all about to do some good stuff today. Don't get it at all. Rose says, I'm sticking with my 38-10. I'm feeling real good, man. We're about to put college football back on notice. 38-10 is good. 38-10 is good. I don't know if that puts them on notice, but I'll say this. I'll say this right now. Frank said 54-13. If they do that, matter of fact, if FSU scores over 40 while holding the opponent to under 20, that'll put everybody on notice. I'm telling you that right now. That'll put everybody on notice. Tyler says it's looking like Brownlee isn't playing. Oh, he isn't. Brownlee's not playing? Where you get that information from? Did you listen to another? I ain't heard that one. Let me check my sources. But if Brownlee's not playing, I mean, all that to me means you're just going to see more Akeem Dent. So, I like Brownlee. I think Brownlee's got a bright future, but at the same time, we ain't really hurting on defensive backs. If Brownlee's not out there, you'll see more of Akeem Dent. You'll see more of Miko Dotson. So not too, sucks for him. But as far as the team goes, not much I'm really worried about. Renegade is on the field, by the way. I just saw a video of Renegade on the field. But FSU is going with the Garnet on the Garnet. I love it. No game day. Okay, no game day. And this game is looking like 10-6 North Carolina. North Carolina is looking really suspect right now. So either Syracuse defense has improved tenfold, or North Carolina is starting to feel themselves a little too much. They think they're better than what they really are. All that recruiting they going on is all great. Same thing I've been telling Miami. You can recruit all you want, but that talent ain't on the field yet. So North Carolina might want to get it together. Syracuse isn't good and hasn't been good. Syracuse is about as average as it gets. And they're borderline terrible when they're not playing in Syracuse. So I don't know. So I'm going to be on here for about 45 more minutes because this is just the pregame. And then I'm going to let it go. And then I'll be doing so I won't be doing a direct post-game reaction. I'll let everybody else get their time in, but I am bringing Saturday Night Live back tonight. Time to be determined. I'm thinking about 8 p.m. Eastern time is the time I'm going to do Saturday Night Live. By then, everybody should have already done their live streams, and War Chant should have done their post-game, and everybody should have done their post-game thing. And if you still want to talk some FSU football, man, get on here at 8 p.m. Eastern. Grab you a drink, some chicken wings, whatever is your, whatever vices you have. and hop on here, man, and we're gonna talk some Florida State football. What we saw in the game, you know how it go. What we like, didn't like, you know how I do. Gonna break it down, baby. How James Black, what we expecting from James Black today? I'm expecting, if I stick with my score prediction, right? I'm gonna expect Black to do about 250 and 3 touchdowns. And we'll have probably get another TD on the ground, throw some field goals in there. We'll get around 31, 32, 33 points, something like that. That's kind of where I'm going with it. I'm talking about 250 plus 3 touchdowns. I don't expect any picks against Georgia Tech. So Black should have a solid day. Miami and King were legitimately unimpressive. Yeah, if you want to talk about some hurricane stuff, we can dive into that a little bit. But yeah, I was saying the same thing watching them. What is impressive about King is his feet, but we knew that already, right? D'Eriq King reminds me of a midget-sized Braxton Miller. If anybody remembers who Braxton Miller was when up there at Ohio State. He's a legit running back that they're trying to use as a quarterback. Because when D'Eriq King had to make throws, he was very unimpressive. He was looking more inaccurate than I've seen Blackman look at times. So, to me, you got a guy who's a running back that they're trying to play as quarterback. If you're Florida State, if you're any team going forward, spy that guy. The offensive line still didn't look too hot to me for Miami. They looked very good in run blocking. But in the passing situations, I thought the Miami offensive line was getting beat. Let's just talk Florida State, right? If I'm FSU, second game, Miami, I'm spying D'Eriq King with either Gaynor or Deloach, and I'm banking on my corners to do their job and my defensive linemen to win their one-on-one battles. I'm not even going to blitz them. No point of blitzing them. Just spy them, 4-man rush, play man-to-man. I don't believe he has the accuracy or he's got an arm, but I don't think he has the accuracy to beat your corners. And I don't think that offensive line can hold up against the defensive line for very long. That's what I would do if I was Florida State. That's just me. Miami hardly won against UAB in their home game, but still Miami's offense looks weak. And Syracuse can't score. But yeah, I agree, Frank. Miami didn't look impressive. If UAB had just been – UAB didn't have a good quarterback. To me, UAB looked physically weaker than Miami. To me, UAB didn't even look like they were into the game. I was watching this game thinking, man, UAB looks sluggish. They don't look like they care. If Miami had played a team with the pulse, they probably lost that game. Corners didn't look all that good. I won't say corners. I'll say one corner. I think he was number 8. Forget his name. Didn't look all that hot to me for Miami. Didn't look all that hot. And, of course, Jurgen comes in here. He's a resident Miami fan. And I don't think I stuttered. I don't think anybody in the chat stuttered. Miami didn't look all that hot. But congratulations to Miami for breaking the losing streak against Conference USA teams. So congratulations. You guys needed that. I understand you were, 0-3 against the Conference USA? So that's like a huge win for you guys. Man, that's awesome. Did you see how they were talking about King? They name dropped Drew Brees and Lamar Jackson. They better shut that shit up. I'm thinking, like, to me, King looks like Braxton Miller. He looks like a Braxton Miller, like a smaller Braxton Miller. That's what I'm thinking. Very good with his legs, though. And Miami's got some good running backs. Jalen Knighton looks pretty solid for the limited carries he got. Harris, I think is his name, number 23. I don't know. He got hurt at the end of the game. I don't know what that resulted in, if he's like hurt for a while or what's going on. I hope he's okay. It sucked to see him get hurt, but the way he was rolling on the ground, look, I don't know if he blew his knee out or what's the deal with. I think his name is Harris, number 23. But Miami's got a good ground game for sure. King's gonna make his money if he can beat teams through the air. When he starts playing the better teams, Louisville's gonna be interesting. I don't think Louisville has a good defense, but apparently they have a great offense, so that might be a shootout. We'll see what's going on in that Louisville game with those guys. Rose says DJ Matthews sending out his address on Twitter trying to fight some guy. DJ Matthews is a head case, bruh. Not worried about DJ Matthews. Jurgen said Braxton got a great comp, though, yeah. They said Harris all right. Well, that's good to hear. Good to hear that Harris is all right. And then DJ Ivy. He didn't look too hot in coverage, man. He didn't look like he was able to. He looked like how Tavares McFadden used to be, not being able to locate the ball, or how Stanford Samuel used to be. But yeah, Ivy didn't look like he could locate the ball for whatever reason. But that's just one corner in the secondary, so I think there was a reason maybe UAB was picking on him. Whatever they scouted, that's what they scouted. Maybe he was the weak link going forward. Not too sure. Frank. Next game prediction for me, FSU 38-3 against Miami. I don't see Miami scoring on FSU defense. I want to see what we look like before I even start talking about that Miami game. It looks like North Carolina's about to score here. But yeah, I want to see what we look like first. Florida State love what's going on. Big Marv gets 3 sacks and a turnover today. Word. So I think Marv may get a sack. Marv may get a sack. You thinking he's going to force a fumble or something? That's a bold prediction. I'm with it though. Jen, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Hate that Hamza isn't playing. Yep. Hamza's still hurt, which sucks. Outside of Marvin, he's the second best player on that defense. But yeah, Hamza is not going to be playing. Don't know when Hamza's going to be playing. Hopefully we get him back from Miami, though. But without Hamza, we'll get a chance to see the Travis Jays of the world, the Wood Bays of the world. So I think we'll be okay. But I agree. I really wanted to watch Hamza this year. Jurgen's laughing at Frank. UNC definitely looks off. Again, I said it. I don't know if you were in the chat earlier, Jurgen, but if Syracuse could score, they'd be winning this game actually pretty comfortably. I think they've been in the red zone 3 times and come away with only 6 points. So Syracuse has nothing to blame but themselves because they can't score points. Tyler says, I hate that I brought up Miami. It's no old day. It's all good. Brock Purdy and Iowa State struggling against – and so that's what I'm saying, Rose. Look at the offenses across the country. Everybody's struggling. We had this unconventional offseason, no spring what to speak of, the social distancing and these Zoom meetings. I don't know if FSU is going to, I don't expect FSU to put up 40 points, even if Georgia Tech is a bad team. I'm thinking more along the line of, again, I said 32-13, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if it was 28 or 24 points we only put up today. I mean, Brock Purdy, that's an NFL quarterback prospect, and they're struggling against the Raging Cajuns. Come on. You see what Sam Howell in North Carolina is doing right now. They're struggling. These offenses just look out of sync. And their offenses are going to maybe need a couple weeks to really find their rhythm. I don't expect FSU to be too different. If for whatever reason we came out and just blew the doors off, I'd be ecstatic. Not because I think Georgia Tech is good. I just expect the miscues. I just expect the problems. First game, first time playing this offense for a new system, new offensive line, new running backs. Too many X factors for FSU to just go out there and start dropping dimes all across the field. You feel me? Drop TD, miss field goal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cuse is tripping. Cuse will be winning. Cuse has left so many points on the board, but that's Syracuse. It's not a surprise. These first games are like practice games. Got to get in the groove. Yep, that's what I'm saying. These games are like almost their scrimmage, right? So everybody's been out of sync. Everybody's going to be out of sync. We got about 30 more minutes, and then I'm gonna click off again. If you just joining, I'll be doing Saturday Night Live tonight, about 8 p.m. Eastern time. So that'll give everybody a chance to do their post game shows, and then I'll come on after that. Like I said, grab your drink, grab your food, whatever your vices are, hop in the stream. We're gonna talk about what we saw today. Hopefully, we're talking about a win. I'd be embarrassed to come on here and talk about losing to damn Georgia Tech like Miami did. Whoops. That's a pass. Let's not talk about the past. My bad, Jurgen. I didn't mean to do that. We ain't gonna talk about the past. But yeah, Saturday Night Live, man. Check that out later on tonight. Jeff Sims getting the start for Georgia Tech. In case you don't know, who do you think stands out today? Good question, Tyler. Let's get into that. My impact players, right? I don't think Georgia Tech's tackles are good. I'm saying Kendo as an impact player. I think Kendo might have a game. There's one. That's on the defensive side of the ball. I'm going impact player Joshua Kendo. On the offense. On the offense, I'm going to go with Black. Believe it or not, on offense, I'm going to go with Black. I think Black's going to throw about 250 and 3 touchdowns, and I think that'll be enough to be the player of the game on the offensive side of the ball. I'm going with Black on offense. Let me get these comments. Jalen White said he will be committing soon. Okay, well, Jalen White is good. Again, I'm more big on Hargrove. If White's committing soon, it's probably not the FSU. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. Jurgen says we live in rent-free. Negative. Just stating facts. Blackman with 250 and 2 TDs. Yep, I said Blackman for about 250 and 3 TDs. So we're right on the same page there. Who's our best running back? I think from a talent perspective, I think Corbin's our best back. But again, our running backs are so inexperienced. We got three true freshmen, and I don't expect to see Wren at all today. Just throwing that out there. Maybe you'll see him in some design, like maybe something to get the ball in his hands, a screen or something like that. Maybe. I still think Wren needs to develop that body. I expect to see Webb. I expect to see Corbin. And from what I hear, I expect to see some Total Feely today. But again, very inexperienced running back. So I don't know. I don't know what we're going to get out of that. I think Corbin's the best, though. On offense, I'm looking for Corbin. If Corbin has a big game, then I'm with you. I'm thinking Black. I think Black going not a lot of pressure, man. I think Black's going to come out there and just do what he does, which is, let's see. Let me rephrase that. He's going to do. Yeah, he's going to do what he does. Like, if you check James Blackman on his good games, they're usually pretty good, right? So I guess we'll go with that. We'll go, no reason for James Blackman to be crying on the sidelines today. If it gets to that point, y'all going to see a sad, sad guy after this game. But, yep, I think those are your impact guys. I think as far as new guys, like freshmen who could stand out week one, defense got to be Travis J. I think Travis J is going to be all over the field on defense and special teams. I expect to see a lot of Travis J today. And on offense, Warren Thompson isn't a freshman, but I'm thinking Warren. But I'll also be looking at that offensive line, man, see how Maurice Smith looks at snapping and playing center. Washington, how he's looking at that tackle spot. So that offensive line I'm gonna be paying very much attention to that as well. And Georgia Tech doesn't have a good D line at all, but last year any 4 players with a pulse on defensive line could get pressure on Florida State. So to me, that'd be a plus if we can not get any sacks or keep James Blackman clean. Also, some sad news for Terry. Yep, I saw that Terry's grandmother did pass away this morning. So thoughts and prayers go out to Tamori on Terry. But if Terry has a big game, Black probably has a big game, but we'll see. But Terry could be a guy to watch too if he goes out there, and I don't think there's a guy that can cover him anyway. And if you're putting a safety over top of Terry, Warren Thompson over there by himself, again, that's why I think James Blackman can eat. think James might be able to eat today. Man, if you just joining the stream, man, hit that like button. We got about 30 more minutes before I shut this thing down and get ready to watch this game. But Saturday Night Live will happen tonight, so be ready for that one. It looks like North Carolina's kind of finding their groove a little bit. I got that game on in the background. Obviously, I got it muted so I don't get flagged. Syracuse offense is just bad. Would you think Syracuse would have a better offense because of the Dino Babers? But I feel like they're too committed to DeVito. Like, hasn't he been the starter at Syracuse? I feel like he's been the starter at Syracuse for like the past 4 or 5 years. They need to find a new quarterback over there at Syracuse. Uh-oh. Here comes my favorite Hurricane hater, Polk County. I think FSU lose their first game of the season. Of course you do, because you guys are used to losing to Georgia Tech, so you know what that feels like. And I'm not talking about Georgia Tech from 4 years ago. I'm talking about you used to losing to 3-10 Georgia Tech and the Conference USA. So again, I said it earlier, congratulations on finally breaking your losing streak to the Conference USA. That's a big deal for the Hurricanes. Polk, I'll definitely be here for Saturday Night Live. Appreciate that, Dennis. You know me, I don't get too in my feelings, so you're always welcome. I don't mind the trash talk. I missed the comment. Florida State looks. I hope Chuba does not play like his brother right now. Brock is not looking very good at all. Yeah, man. I just keep going back to what I said. These first weeks, especially this first week, you're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna see a lot of cohesive offenses. Now, with that said, I hope we don't see Chuba at all this year. I mean, having multiple surgeries on that thing, man. I don't want to. We don't need to see Chuba this year. Let James Blackman play out this year, and if things get catastrophic, throw Jordan Travis in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't need. We'll save Chuba. No reason to rush him out in a year that ultimately, I believe, doesn't really mean much. I hope we come out really focused. I believe they'll come out on focus. Again, that chemistry, that cohesion on that offensive side of the ball, this is going to be new for these guys. Just expect a couple hiccups, guys. They come out fire. Remember last year we came out firing on all cylinders on offense and how that game turned out. So I'm not too worried about that, right? I'm just worried about getting the right plays, the right stuff on the field. That's all I'm really worried about. UNC is overrated. They're looking overrated right now. Where you finna go? Oh. Where you finna go, Chico? Bye-bye. I feel you. That's smart with Chuba. Yeah, man, I wouldn't play Chuba. There's just no reason to play him. Especially after I heard about the second surgery. I was like, that means not saying he's having a bad recovery or anything like that, but there's just no reason. There's no reason to rush him right now. Because to me, I'm still up in the air. Who's more talented, Luke Altmaier or Chuba Purdy? Right? So you could argue one of those two guys are the future of the program. Granted, Luke Altmaier still has to eventually sign his letter of intent and come here. But as of right now, he's committed and all that. Not saying that he won't be. I'm just saying. So I'm debating on who's more talented. It's tough. I don't know who's more talented at this point. Luke's looked very good in his so far this season in his high school tape. Didn't play in the second half of his first game, but he got them another win last night. They got a win against one of the better teams in Mississippi, I believe, too. I think Luke's team was like 1 and that team was like 2 or something like that. So Altmaier and Chuba's going to be the battle. I know Black's been here forever, bro, but Black is eventually going to be on the way out, even though technically the dude could literally be here another 3 years because this year don't count. So that means he'll be a redshirt junior next year, and he can still have a senior year if he wanted to. So we may never get rid of James Blackman. Frank says, I just want to see Polk kind of go crazy on this live game, bruh. I don't do the live games, for Frank. I'm telling you, I can't do them. I think Turnt is gonna go live during the game. So if you want to watch somebody during the game, go watch Turnt Tally. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'd be too. It wouldn't be entertaining for y'all. You just see me there, like I probably would be cursing and shit like that, but I don't know. I can't do it. I've got a cigar aging. If we win tonight, I'm gonna light it up. That's good stuff. That is good. That's my type of stuff right there, Tyler. That's my